Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Rea on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Best Care Home Services.
All right, welcome back. We're going to have a special guest to close out today's show. Always like talking to this.
This is the fastest
It's the fastest 90 minutes in outdoor radio programming. And we're going to do, Greg, we're going to give away that year subscription to the Mid-South Hunting and Fishing News. This is a real deal, folks. I am the editor of that. And if somebody doesn't win that, I may not have my job. 274-7979, 274-7979. We're going to give you a year subscription to the best magazine that I know in the Mid-South. And not just because I'm the editor, but because of the contents in it. We have the best writers that are in the Mid-South. We have the best photographers, and I try to make this as best as we can. So the lines are lit up, and Greg has got the winner, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
And now, after we gave away that, we're going to announce the winner of the Classic Pick the Winner contest. Well, the only problem was that no one picked the winner, and no one was close. I can't believe out of over 30 entries, no one picked Jordan Lee except Mark Copley of Strike Kin. Of course, he's ineligible because he's going to give away the prize. So I put all the names in a hat. Had some entries as far away as Conway, Arkansas.
All right.
Coming in. So I drew the name out of the hat. And, in fact, I know this young man. I know his dad, and I know he loves to hunt and fish. His name is Cannon Morgan. Cannon Morgan will win the Strike King gift pack. Cannon Morgan, we have his number and everything else. I think he goes to North Point Christian School, so that is our winner of the contest.
Yay!
And speaking of winner, let's close out with the Governor's One Shot. Of course, I've never understood that title, because it usually takes me more than one shot.
Well, then you would do this is kind of a competition in itself.
It is.
You wouldn't rate very high. This is one
I
shot.
don't rate very high anyway.
I think they only let them have 3 shells.
They give them 3 shells.
Yeah.
Well, then that's the Governor's 3 shot.
Yeah, but only one.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll find out from this lady because longtime friend, a great ambassador for the state of Tennessee and the outdoors. First met her when she was, I think, doing a lot of work for the Bass Pro Shop over there in Middle Tennessee. And I've asked Dave Gabbert to guess where she's from. And we'll let her, Julie Schuster.
I know where
Julie.
she is.
Good morning, guys.
Good
it's
morning.
so great to be with you this morning. Thank you. You wouldn't know where I was from then, would you?
No,
yeah, sure. Don't you know?
I know
Don't
you're
you
from
know?
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
But
Absolutely.
But you're the
I
only-
could have thrown a y'all in there, but I don't know if that would have sounded right.
No. But you and your husband Darrell live in Pegram, Tennessee.
Yeah, I knew she lived in
Correct.
Pegram.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
I asked you that. I asked you where does she live, and you kind of looked around the room like
I
you were
knew
looking
she
for a
lived in
bird
Pegram.
or something. So
But I was ineligible.
Well, it is a little small bird. I'll tell you that.
it is.
So maybe you just missed it, Dave.
Does it have a stop sign? Does it have a red light?
We have one stop light.
You have a stop light.
All right.
All right, that's a long way from Minnesota.
I'm
Let's talk.
That's
Let's
right.
let's
very
talk.
cosmopolitan.
I know, Julie. I know she really has her heart in the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Foundation because she gave up her last year as a commissioner, and no one gives up a last year of a commissioner, right? You've already done your 5-year term to take over something else. And when you did that, I said, this girl really loves what she's doing. So executive director of the Tennessee Wildlife Foundation. Y'all got a big event going on. Is it over today, or was there?
No, they're actually checking in turkeys right now. And although I'm not at the event yet because I'm with you guys here at the hotel, but today's the day when they start checking in their turkeys, and we have the competition. And then tonight we'll have our banquet, which starts at 5:30. So it's an exciting day. We love seeing those turkeys come in and it's all for a good cause. At the foundation, our biggest thing is to, preserve Tennessee's hunting and fishing and also recreational opportunities. And we do that by partnering with TWA and creating those opportunities to get people engaged. And what I don't think they realize is that if we lose participation in the outdoors just because Tennessee is only funded by license dollars, there's no wildlife management, and without wildlife management, we have nothing, and I just don't think people realize that, and that's where my heart is. I love our agency, I love our staff, and really that's what this event is all about.
And this event, the governor's one shot, explain what goes on this week.
Well, it was started in 2001 by the late Mrs. Jeanette Rudy.
Yes, great lady.
And also Governor Sundquist, Don Sundquist also came on board with him. And she really wanted to create an event that would raise dollars to help Tennessee wildlife. And since we're the nonprofit arm of the agency, that we were a great venue to do that. Mm-hmm. So we our 16th year, and we use those funds to help TWRA with just numerous projects, from grants to restricted accounts for their officers to help with youth fishing and hunting events, to just a lot of different things of building handicap areas across the state. Whatever they need, we're here for them. And, it's a great partnership because they also help us with a lot of our youth events. So this is really a pretty big deal. It's really the premier hunting event in the state, and it kind of kicks off the season with the turkey season. And we get a lot of people involved that ultimately want to help the agency.
How many do you have participating this year?
Well, we have, I think, about 80 hunters.
Wow. Okay.
And overall tonight at our banquet, we'll have between 400 and 500 people. We sell sponsorship tables, and we have about 40 of those this year. 10 more than last year. And, we really love having our event at a factory at Franklin, and it seems like each time we move to one of their halls, we outgrow it. But we love that venue, so we're looking for ways that we can kind of expand in there as much as we can, and then we probably will have to grow it to another area.
Well, that's not bad.
It's a good thing, right?
That's a good thing, and these people. Now, Dave was saying one shot. Now, they give them 3 shells. Is that right?
I know they started.
We should really just give them 1 shell.
No.
But that is the competition. It's 1 shot at 1 turkey. Now, the reason we do give them 3, if one happens to be injured, they shoot it, but it's they might have to make a second shot.
Okay, all right.
We want to do the right thing and have them be able to get their turkey. So that's the whole point of that. But really, it's just about, it is a competition. The guys love it. We give away guns for the winners, but it's a camaraderie, and they're doing it for the right reason, and that's to help TWRA.
A lot of folks will say, well, you are the agency's mouthpiece or whatever you want to say, but explain a little bit, what is the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Foundation? What is it?
It's confusing, I know, and there's other conservation groups along with TWA.
Well, we're not going to talk
about
them. We're talking about you.
Sometimes there's not, like I mentioned earlier, all the things that we're involved with TWA to help them, and also projects across the state right now, from helping them develop and build a youth center to handicap fishing access areas. Those are specific projects, but we also help them in-house with things that they may need administrative help with, like from grants that they run through us, pass through us. Sometimes, they're a state agency, and going through the process of state can take time.
Yeah.
They may need to purchase a piece of land, and you know how it goes. If you don't get on something, you can lose it or prices go up. So we assist in those ways. And, of course, we do have programs also from the the Tennessee Action Shooting Program that Lacey Lane heads up, which is really a great way to get youth involved in the outdoors, and hopefully license holders as they grow older. And then we also do the Tennessee Outdoors Youth Summit, which is a week-long camp that we're holding in Crossville this year. That kids who are interested in wildlife management or just wildlife in general, it's a great camp for them to experience hands-on what TWA personnel and officers do on a daily basis. And, that's what we're there for. Everything is about getting people outdoors because, like I said before, you lose participation. And to me, I love the outdoors. I love to hunt and fish, but I just love being outdoors. It's who I am. And, I think with the way things are going these days, kids just don't even understand that lifestyle. We grew up in it. It was, that was our playground, but electronic devices have become the playgrounds for kids today. And I know how much it's meant to me, and I think about the outdoors and all you learn and getting, just exposure to things and the air and the trees and the grass and, compared to a electronic device that has nothing. It's just
no
a piece
comparison.
of cold metal, right?
Yeah. And Julie, I know I got to say this. Growing up in Minnesota, I know that your husband, if I'm not mistaken, you'd never been on a hunt before, and your husband
Right.
took you to Colorado. Is this all true? And
Pretty close. Yes.
Close.
Growing up in Minnesota, we had 10,000 lakes, so of course I fished some, but I had such a desire in an early age to hunt. I had a little .22, but I only hit pop cans and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I didn't know in the 60s that women had the opportunity to hunt. I didn't know of anyone around me, yet I had that desire. So when I met Daryl in 1990 in Colorado, he was a big game hunter, a fly fishing guide, and I was wow, finally, I have someone who will take me. And I had no idea it would become a career, but I am just that passionate about it. I guess there's no way it couldn't help but become my career because I am very passionate about it.
Well, you are, and I know Dave and all of us and Gene Smith, we appreciate you being with us this morning, taking time, and great organization. Outdoors with Larry Rea is a supporter of everything you do. Always good to see you, Julie. And as a parting question, Dave, would you like to ask Julie one technical question before we leave?
Well, something, that she's talking about a lot of the youth events.
Here it comes, Julie.
Just something, we'll be talking about it in future. I think the foundation's toying with the idea of giving some adults a chance for, like a wildlife weekend.
Oh,
in the future. So
I think that's a great idea, Dave. We need to get together on that because, it's a very important point, Dave, because it all starts with the family. It starts with the parents, because children don't have opportunities to go on their own. Yeah. So very good point. And I think it'd be great to instruct them. Also, I think, for adults, especially men who don't hunt, they're not going to ask. It's almost expected that they should know how to do this. And
Correct.
I think developing an environment where they're comfortable and they can then pass it on to their children, I think it's a great idea, Dave.
Well, Julie, we appreciate you being with us on Outdoors with Larry Rea. Go ahead and take care of all them one-shotters out there, and we'll stay in touch, okay?
I appreciate you guys so much. Have a great day.
All right, thank you. Julie Schuster, one of the best.
Yeah.
And thank you, Dave, for setting it up with Julie. That's getting her to the hotel. She's got to get over and take care. Let me tell you,
she's got a long day.
Let me tell you what's on next week's show before we get out of here. We're going to focus on crappie fishing. Our guest will include Sam Heaton. He's going to talk about his new light crappie rod he designed for our good friends at B&M Poles. And then we're going to have a crappie tournament champion, TWRA employee, Ronnie Capps will be on next week's show. He and his buddy have won a lot of crappie tournaments. A lot of tournaments. And then we're going to hook up with Jordan Lee, if everything works right, on next week's show. Talk to the classic champion himself. And Bill Cooksey and Ron Wong will be in studio. But Greg Ratliff, thank you for taking care of us. Gene Smith, any parting words for either one of you guys?
No, just be safe out there. And also, I'm starting to set up hunter safety classes coming up pretty soon.
All right, and we'll put that on lroutdoors.com. And Dave, your closing words is scary, I know. But
it's just be safe out there. Turkey season goes to May the 14th. Not only be safe from the hunting aspect, watch, I think the ticks are going to be really bad this year.
The ticks, you had to bring that up. They always tick me off. So. All right, this is Larry Rea reminding you each and every week it doesn't cost an extra cent to be a good sport. And God bless the USA.
Ray, make some time. Take the fan.